The coaching industry is a multi-million-dollar industry. So if you're thinking about joining and you're wondering how you can do so, how you can actually monetize your expertise, then in this video, I'm going to share 10 different ways that you can do so. The first way that you can go ahead and monetize your expertise, and one of the easiest ways, is by deciding to start a private coaching program. This is a one-to-one coaching program with you as the coach and the client, where you come together to provide your client with a particular solution. The best part about private coaching is that you can start as soon as tomorrow. All you need to do is decide what is the transformation that you want to provide. Decide to do that by way of, let's say, a weekly Zoom call, and commit to a schedule in order to provide that transformation. And because private coaching is an intimate setting, you can decide to also charge a premium price for your coaching program and meet your income goals way faster. On the flip side, if it is you don't manage the way in which you do private coaching effectively, you can find yourself feeling extremely overwhelmed, burnt out, and not able to scale your online coaching business. So what I would recommend is to start streamlining your private coaching. Select the days that you're going to have coaching calls, select the days you're going to have consultations, and make it as simple as possible to get started. Make it a way that your client will come in and get results as fast as possible. And that's the first way that you could make money online as an online coach. The next way that you can go ahead and make money as an online coach is by way of group coaching, and this is pretty popular. We love a group coaching program, right? So your group could be as intimate as 2 people all the way up to thousands of people. It's totally up to you. I love a very intimate group of about 10 people. It's very similar to private coaching, except that you're coaching on a group basis, right? Why a lot of people prefer group coaching is because of the fact that you can have perhaps 1 call per week and coach multiple people in that 1 call. However, again, if this is not managed effectively, you could find yourself really feeling overwhelmed by all the administrative parts of running a group. All right. You also need to be aware of the expense that may come with running a group. You may need to pay for a video conferencing platform, may need to create a curriculum, right? You may need to pay for some sort of community to host this group, etc. The next way that you can go ahead and make money as an online coach is by way of a mastermind, all right? I like to think of masterminds as high-level group programs. So usually there's a lead coach who would run this mastermind, or it could be peer-led, where peers may come together and decide that they're going to run a mastermind together. So it could be run either way, all right? Now, masterminds are usually have some sort of qualifying factor. So for example, you may need to make a certain income, be in a certain industry, you may need to be full-time, etc., right? So masterminds are very similar to a group program, so they may run into the same pros and cons as a group program. The next way that you can make money as an online coach is by way of live events. We've all seen the coaching retreats, the live workshops, right? The live community events, etc. All right? And live events are really a great way of bringing together your community, fostering that visibility. I've had coaches that said that their live events brought so much visibility to them as a coach. People flew in order to attend their live event. All right? So live events does great for visibility. However, live events can be very costly. These same coaches will tell me, as much as their live events look amazing on video, on camera, they're not making any money from it. And they may even be making a loss, because by the time they pay for location, caterer, photographer, venue, all these different things, it doesn't equate to the people coming in and the tickets that were bought for that event. So if you know you're at the stage where you want to make more money in your business, I will not recommend starting with live events. But if you know you want to boost your visibility and you want to get out there, then definitely you can consider doing a live event. The fifth way that you can go about making money as an online coach is by way of a self-paced course. And self-paced courses became very popular when the digital world became very popular, because everybody was talking about creating a passive course. You know, everybody was talking about creating a self-paced course, making money while you sleep, waking up to new sales, etc. All right, what I love about self-paced courses is that you can actually take your framework, you can take your expertise, and you can package it into a product that doesn't require you to show up and deliver it over and over again. Once you record the videos, you do the demos, you do the resources, etc., you can actually sell this as a product and have persons pay for that. However, when it comes to self-paced courses, in order to run this effectively, you need to have automation, you need to have systems, and those things also come at a cost, all right? Additionally, since the self-paced course is usually something that doesn't involve your direct involvement, so your students may not get direct access to you, most of the times, a lot of self-paced courses are at a lower rate compared to private coaching or group coaching program. So you can take that into account. If it is you want to work with less people or your audience is small, if you're going about starting with a self-paced course, you may not reach your income goal immediately. Another way for you to make money as an online coach is by way of a membership. And we love memberships. They're fun, they're cool. They're basically you bringing together tools, workshops, events into a community, and people will pay for access to all these things on a monthly basis, right? Why I love memberships is that people who join memberships may end up deciding to join your more intimate offerings like your one-to-one coaching or your group program, all right? However, the main con with memberships is that you will be working twice as hard to not just get people in your membership, but to make sure people stay in your membership. So unlike all the other events where you're just focusing on getting people inside, every single month you're going to be putting out things with the aim of keeping people in the membership as well. And because memberships tend to be extremely hands-off, they are usually charged at a much lower price, sometimes between 10, 15 US to about 200 US. So you want to take this into account as well. For your memberships to be effective and to get your income goal, you're going to need a lot of people in your memberships. So if you're now starting out, your audience is slow, your demand is little to none, I will not recommend starting off with a membership. The next way that you can make money as an online coach is by deciding to sell these one-off intensive, or some people may even call it strategy sessions or power hour sessions. I like this at a starting off sometimes because it really and truly gives you an opportunity to test whether you can help people in a particular area as it relates to your coaching. These one-off strategy sessions, they're usually 60 to 90 minutes long, and most people use this as a way to give people a taste of what it's like to work with them inside of their private coaching program. Now, if you ask me if I would take my energy to sell a one-to-one coaching program or a one-off strategy session, I'd rather market to sell a one-to-one coaching program. I don't really believe in giving people a taste per se, because that's what your free content does. Your free content gives people a taste of what it's like to work with you. The next way that you can make money as an online coach is by way of a summit. And how I would describe summits, they could be live, they could be done in person, they could be done virtually, but it's usually multiple speakers coming together to teach persons on a particular topic. So for example, I recently spoke at a summit called the Stretch Life Summit, and it was amazing. It was about 20 business owners. We came together and we all would have provided a short 10-minute presentation on a particular topic, right? So a summit is aimed at giving people an experience, right? In this instance, it was an experience as to how to go about living a stretched out life. In most instances, these summits can be free or at an extremely low price. The monetization of the summits usually come when it is people get access to the replay. They usually charge a fee for the replay, or there's usually an upsell, which means that at the end of the summit, they will tell attendees, hey, if you want to learn more or you want to get more information, join my one-to-one coaching program. All right, so you're not seeing where this is going, right? The next way that you can go about making money as an online coach is by way of workshops. Workshops are also extremely popular, and they could also be a seasonal offering in your business as well. So for example, I would do an end of the year planning workshop for my private clients at the end of the year to help them plan their upcoming business year, right? People could do content workshops, people could do breath work, etc. So a workshop is basically, it usually could be a virtual event or in person, but people will come together to get a particular step completed or a particular aspect completed. Workshops are usually one-off sessions, but they could also be done by way of series. People could do a workshop every month or a workshop for an entire week, etc. The nature of a workshop is usually an hour event, so it could be an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, and as a result of this, it's also usually a very low priced offering, so you want to keep this in mind. Like summits, Coaches may decide they want to use their workshop to sell their main offering, to sell their one-to-one or to sell their high-ticket group program. And the last but not the least, or not the final way that you could make money online as a coach is by deciding to package your expertise into merchandise. Now, this could look like books, this could look like journals, this could look like jerseys, this could look like cups. You got to decide what merchandise align with your brand. Now, very similar to in-person events, the main con of this is that you will more than likely have to spend upfront. You'll have to incur some sort of expenses upfront, even if it's just the expense associated with testing the product, all right? I do not recommend that you actually dive into selling merchandise as you start your coaching business, because the reality is a lot of people may not care to buy merchandise at this point from you, okay? Instead, and I've kind of been hinting this throughout this entire video, what I would recommend if you're now starting your coaching business or you're building your way, you're in your first 1 to 5 years in business, what I would recommend is that you start off strong with a signature private coaching program. Your private coaching program will be the simplest and most effective way for your clients to get transformation, and because it is so intimate, it's literally you and your client. What will happen is that you would be able to charge a premium price for working with you. What that means is that if you have a really small audience and you only have 5 clients, that may be sufficient for you to make a full-time income in your business. As I would have mentioned before, the other offerings like the summits, the workshop, these are things that people use to get people inside of their private coaching. So instead of selling a workshop, just sell your private coaching. It just makes so much more sense. If you are somebody who wants to learn how to package and sell your private coaching, I would definitely recommend you sending me a message, leaving a comment with the word coaching below, and then I would reach out to you where you could find out more about my coaching program, where I'll teach you how to do that within the first call of us working together. All right, thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you on the next episode. Bye.